Welcome to part 2 of this course, and this is all about what is results-based management. So in the next few videos we'll be looking at, firstly, where does results-based management come from? What's the history? What's the story behind it? After that, we're going to ask the question, what are results? And we'll be looking at results and the results chain. In the third video, we'll talk about what is results-based management. What is it? What is the concept? What are the features of results-based management? In the fourth short video, we'll be looking at the RBM process, the major steps, and how that fits together with the project cycle. And we'll wrap up by looking at RBM in practice. What are the benefits of using RBM, and what are some of the challenges that we might face when we try to implement it in our own working area? So, the story of RBM. It began in Paris back in 2005 with the Paris Declaration on Aid and Effectiveness. This is when more than 100 donors and recipient countries all came together to question, why is aid not getting the results that it should? Why were we not meeting Millennium Development Goals? Why is so much time, effort and resources and goodwill not actually making a real change on the ground? Out of the Paris Declaration came 5 main principles. 4 and 5 concern us, but let's run through all of them just very, very quickly. The first is ownership. All countries are unique. They have their own political, cultural history. They have their own development challenges, and they should be allowed to set their own strategies for development. Alignment, the second point, says that donors have to get behind the country's own strategic plans. And harmonization says that the donor community has to coordinate better to make things smoother, simpler, that information is shared, that there are no gaps, and duplication is avoided. It's on points 4 and 5, or rather principles 4 and 5, that results were made extremely specific. Number 4 is that developing countries and the donors must shift their focus towards development results, and this is very important, that those results are measured. This is why our course is called Measuring for Results. And mutual accountability. Results are not purely the responsibility of the implementing NGO or the donors or the government partners, but this is a shared responsibility for delivering these results. Three years later, in Ghana, the Accra Agenda for Action came out from the third high-level forum on aid effectiveness. This time there were 4 points, and they're very, very similar. Again, we see ownership. Again, we see inclusive partnership, the harmonization and alignment. And again, we see that clear statement about delivering results. That aid is focused on real and, again, measurable impact on development. So that's where RBM comes from. In the next video, we're going to ask the question, what are results?